Jesus! What the crap? Dude just come. Heck.
.27, can I get an additional 1012 southbound Marina Drive for my 1011? Uh, 1012, we're facing eastbound on Marina.
Is there anybody in me?
No, okay, look, we're just gonna make it easy. I don't want you touching anything. I don't want you going around through stuff. Can I just have you step out of the car for me?
Senor, I'm checking for my driving license.
You just stop reaching, okay? Stop reaching, and just step out of the car, okay?
Anybody in me?
Oh wait, I found my phone.
Okay, this is the last time I'm gonna ask you again. Step out of the car. Get off your phone. I'm gonna pull you out of the car.
Senor, I need...
Oh my...
Have a Joshua. heading down Route 6. Westbound north and forth. Dirt road. Right. Down the loop and down Route 6. Right. Down. Possibly. Taking a left, heading back towards westbound Panorama Drive. Here's bounds. 5-1. Right. Cat Cola Avenue. Down there. Taking it right back home. Panorama. Down westbound Panorama. Dirt road and forth. Heading southbound. Left on Route 68 now. Taking now going back down Route 68.
112,
Spikes down the road.
continuing 948, data, please.
Knocked down at the end of Route 68 now. Going forward.
But I sent some again with shots fired. Heading down westbound Route 68. Taking that left, 928, coming back around to they're back out on Route 6, taking us back towards the ambush. Try to stop them. Oh, hard 1050. He has a gun. 1070, 931, right off of 68. You have a K9 unit? They're going 930, Route 68. Going towards 929.
On foot. Hidden with a, after a perp 931, like...
Get away, senor.
Give a direction of
I hit it
travel
with the
instead of
direction.
He's going, he's heading northbound on Route 68. He's running towards a car.
No, I'm not. Hands up.
Another unit, we're behind the service station, we're in the construction zone,
Look here. He's shooting me.
Just stole a SAST.
2014, he's taken off westbound 928, 2014 State Charger, plate 727.
1 Road 60, I need additional units behind the service station in a foot pursuit with one of the suspects. He's now on the construction zone. I need help.
He by the racetrack?
Yes.
Keep call outs on that pursuit if you guys haven't.
What's the status on the guy that was running?
Currently at 938, running through the construction zone now. Over here, over here.
See this guy in the suit right here?
Yeah, right there, right there.
Get on the ground.
Do not move. Get on the ground.
70.
Holy crap. Actually, I'll go on. Because I got lethal. Stand up.
Road 60, we got one suspect in custody.
Stand up. Whew. Yeah, turn your sirens off. I'll put him in the back of your truck. You have to give me a ride back to mine.
Yeah, can
My
you
car.
take him after that? I'm gonna go run down there by
No,
where
I'm,
they started
I'm,
shooting.
I'm in a Tesla. I'm
Huh?
in a Tesla. I'm in a Tesla. I can't.
No, I mean, like, I can give you a ride back to your car. You can.
Oh.
What
If
am
I
I
had a
being
cage,
handcuffed up for? What do I do wrong?
Literally
You're
just
running.
ran from the.
I was just shot.
That is very.
you're running. You should have stopped when I told you. I'll search him once we get back to my car. He's in cuffs. He can't really do anything. Alright.
The suspect, watch out. There's a black BMW. I believe he's the one who just shot at you guys on 68. He's coming towards you from the west.
Yeah, lethal. If you guys have to.
Well, I'm in an unmarked, and I don't plan on giving up myself as
No,
a
it's
cop
good.
until
Look,
I have
it's-
other units.
Yeah. Eye on that. Back there.
Yeah, I think he's only got a handgun, nothing else. So yeah.
Hurry up, cause I gotta go deal with. Alright, kill this shit.
Let me hold it. Yeah, let's go.
Tony, there's nothing up here.
Was there other suspects connected to what the guy was running for?
Yes.
They directly related before they shot at you, or did they just randomly decide to shoot at you?
Well, I'm pretty sure. They were. Back around.
Hey, Frick, we have that stolen Charger.
Yeah, mine's
We're gonna
right
be on
the other
Marlowe
side.
Drive. Not in the vehicle.
Hey, where's your car at?
You're going the wrong way. Alright, bud, what's your name? Gun back, what's your name?
Jerry
Last name?
Garcia.
Put it in jail. Yeah, so down here with a ditch their car. My car should be down. That should be the Tesla if somebody hasn't DV'd it. Right there, right there. Up to your right. Yep.
I'm searching his car too. I'm jumping at him.
I have a cage in mine, which is good, so I'll take him off your hands. If he wants to do that. I think I have to think I've done the other side.
Use your cars over here.
Yeah, other guy, do you just want to hop out real quick? Guy in the back. Cheers.
Yeah, be advised,
Wow.
we have the vehicle. We're gonna be here at 722 Marlowe and Mount Hahn. No occupants in the vehicle.
That car in.
One driver 6 each. One driver 6 each transporting one suspect to the police station.
Charlie 27 1041 active BCSO traffic enforcement.
I have that black beam into.
Toward the 80 en route.
So guys, do we have units on that stabbing?
Nope. Charlie 80 arriving on scene.
That's a 521. Should meet on scene of that stabbing.
I get 1 down to 9.
Alpha 12 en route. It's 929, correct, for 925. Yeah, I'm en route, I'm about a mile out, but I'm in a heat vehicle.
Black F. Alright, let's go.
It's looking good. Driver, roll down your windows and put your hands out the window. Driver, roll down your window and put your hands out the window. Someone else want to take call outs? I can't see them.
Yeah. Hey, buddy, you just roll down the window, okay?
Emergency.
Someone want to grab a beanbag around, we can bust that window. Oh, we got to pass. Hey, bud, let me see your hands.
I got him.
Copy.
Oh shit, I'm kind of box sick. God damn it. One vehicle just took off 929 up the hill.
Emergency.
Hey guys, at this code 5, we might need to let them just go. Panic.
Yeah, I think we have sufficient units so we can handle multiple things.
How many units
I think
are
we're
at the
gonna
panic
be.
button?
I think we'll be good at the panic. It's shitty. I believe we have 2 or 3.
I have the individual in custody here at 19. But I need that unit.
925?
No, I'm exactly. No, actually, if this is about early on, we're fucking not continuing this shit because I've already talked to Alvin about it.
Hey, unit, just 22 the panic, fine.
So,
You
yeah,
guys like shooting at us, right?
yeah. About that, we're continuing that after now. We're just waiting for everyone to get back. That was like 22. Like,
Not sure. In 20.
I was literally talking to Alvin. It wasn't meant to be called off.
On a dirt road.
Like the priority cooldown wasn't meant to happen. I'm not trying to break character here. It was bullshit.
You're good. Who was the admin you spoke with?
31.
He's not
Johnson.
an admin.
Well, whatever his name, supervisor, whatever.
I mean,
But
I'm
he
pretty
does
sure
that.
if you're linked with the priority, you...
Yeah, go
Yeah,
and
I
see
know,
if
but
we.
the
Hey, hold on,
priority
bud, hold
cooldown
on,
should
hold
never
on.
happen.
Hey, see if we can get that off that supervisor over here.
Which one was it?
31. It's that burger or whatever.
No way that other guy ran, by the way. I was out of my head.
Are you sure it wasn't Moose?
Oh, it's 31.
Hold on, buddy. If it's been 22, we'll figure all of that out. We just want to verify that it was 22.
Well,
Okay.
basically, it wasn't like 22, but it was bullshit. You know what I mean? He says we can continue the RP once our guys are.
ID 31 may have
the
just
priority
died.
that was never meant to happen.
Okay.
It was just because the supervisor came on and did
Do you
it.
know the name of the supervisor that 22
No,
did?
fine. Well, the 31 was talking about it.
Like 1031 or ID 31?
ID 31. I don't.
ID
One Charlie 46. Whatever.
One Charlie 40.
That super guy it's that guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're gonna have to figure this out. I can't unarrest you right now or take these cuffs off until we figure out what's going on.
I'm just gonna disconnect because it's bullshit.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that is against server rules to disconnect to avoid jail time.
I will take the bomb.
Okay. Well, I have that recorded, so if you want to do that, then it'll be sent to an admin.
That's fine. Hold on. I've got it recorded as well.
Okay, good. So you're recording yourself breaking server rules and admitting to breaking the server rules. All right.
Have I broken it yet,
Perfect.
Honey?
No, I'm saying you're contemplating breaking the server rules. So if you do,
I'm going back to what I was doing when I was AFK and you just shot me out of my car. So
we didn't shoot you. We shot a beanbag. So. All right. Well, I'm gonna search him, put him in your car, and then we'll book him. If he leaves, then we'll just handle this on a staff
No,
level.
I want the guy down here because this is bullshit.
Okay. Well, he's unavailable right now.
Well, then we can wait. I'm not moving from the spot because I was AFK when you
See, the
shot
thing
me.
is that what I'm dragging you.
I'm just calling him out in 2 seconds.
That's fine. The admin's not going to agree with you, so. That's fine. The admin's not going to agree with you. I've never had an admin agree with a suspect that I've had in custody.
Marcus, what's going on? Marcus, what's going on?
Bro, 62 even here, Tom.
These bullshit cops fucking
I mean, you
hard
can
gaming like
put me in
shit.
cuff, but it doesn't really matter. We're
All I can do is
wondering what's
hard game.
happening. Or you can just
I
cuff
can
me
do this the
afterwards
hard
as
way,
well.
like.
Marcus, come
You
here.
can get an admin down here?
On
That's
scene,
fine,
so-
and then I
Marcus,
can be
You can just put me in cuffs and shove me in a vehicle, or we can talk, you know.
I'll talk with you.
It isn't really necessary, but alright.
No, I have a lot going.
Yeah, it's understandable, but still.
That'd be great.
Yeah, I have the other
can
guy in
transfer
here. Pretty chill.
36, I can transfer him.
What's up, Brian?
Little does he know that if you
I can,
respawn while
transport
someone's
him.
dragging you.
See, the thing is, you're gonna have to hold on to him because he wants to keep getting out.
No, he won't get out.
No,
I'll
he
talk to
just
him.
he just
I know.
committed suicide. I'm pretty sure. Actually, man.
You know what? I'll just actually get an admin over here for this guy here.
Oh, he should.
Hey, Broken Road, that's all you do.
Yes, you.
Dude, I was fucking AFK when you shot me. What are you talking about?
Opposite.
Okay, I got an admin message sent out. And okay, you're talking about going AFK. Listen, that's first off out of character. We don't fucking care if you were AFK. We're still gonna do our job. It's not like we're gonna stop interacting with you.
We're
because
not
you're
gonna
AFK.
wait till you come back to me.
You know.
We're gonna do, yeah, we're gonna use our resources to our disposal, which we
I
use,
have a
which you don't
better
agree
idea.
with.
How about not ambush the police?
Well,
There's also
considering
that-
priority cooldown was called down right after that ambush, after
And
my
the
guys.
supervisor said
Listen,
we can continue it
can you
after.
can you let me finish what I said? What I was saying
That's
was
the thing, they don't listen. They're fucking
cooldown was started when it was still mid situation. We were annoyed about it. We were like, all right, let's exit the situation. You boys show up. I mean, our only thing to do there would be to run, and we don't think it's a good idea for another 10A. That's
Yeah, but it's okay.
Yeah. So what?
Wait, just
that is
hold on, 19. Just because a cooldown happens doesn't mean you're exempt from your crimes, and police are gonna stop looking for you.
No, the point is a
Please
cooldown
don't do that on the
wasn't
radio.
supposed to happen and completely ruined the scenario.
Okay, I
That's
understand.
why
But
he
the
was
scenario
doing
was
it.
still initiated. This area was still initiated. So we're hey.
Cool.
Hey.
Okay.
Hey. So, let's walk over here
12.
real quick.
I said
call sign.
continue with
No,
your
me and the Orpheus don't. I'm not RPing with these guys. I'm sorry. You should do whatever you want. I'm pissed off.
He just threatened to.
Hold on.
Oh, I
I'm gonna
did.
talk to her.
I don't.
Okay, so these gentlemen were. Can y'all stop for a second while I talk to her?
Okay,
Okay.
one sec.
Okay.
First of all, undrag him.
He was gonna. Okay.
Undrag him.
Okay.
Come nearby me.
Yeah.
One sec. Now,
Guys, do
no,
we have
stay
any active
here. I
supervisors on?
So, guys, when you guys will talk, please state your name and your ID in game.
Okay.
And put your hands up so
You
I
know, do you
understand
need
who's
active
talking
supervisors?
because I don't understand.
He already
who's
told you
talking,
to go
okay?
for one.
It
What?
sometimes doesn't show. That's why.
Hey.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
184 already told you to
ID
go for him.
36.
AK, there is
So
supervisors
we
on.
in this vehicle
Yeah,
here
can I get a
was
supervisor
part
down
of a
at 1025?
priority that happened not
I
too
have
long
a,
ago. They think it's
paramedic
bullshit, so they feel that we should 22 everything.
who's wanting an hour
They informed us that an admin said that they could 22 it and that we were not to continue with the
Is he running with the dude on the
scene.
stretcher?
Once he gave me the name of the
Negative.
person,
He
was
had
actually
a-
just a
he pulled a
supervisor.
gun out, pointed
He
at
wanted
me.
to request
I
a supervisor
tased him.
down
He got
here.
right
We
back
attempted
up,
to gain
started
contact
running.
with the supervisor, but he's
Started
not
running.
available.
Then I was able to tackle him.
They said
I got him
that
into the car. We're gonna be at the
we
medic station
beanbagged him
right
out of his vehicle while he was AFK, and then put him into custody. He doesn't agree with that. He said if we were to jail him, he's gonna disconnect from the server to avoid jail. He decided to get out and say, "All right, we can do this the hard way." I informed him that he was being recorded and that he was openly admitting to break server rules about the disconnecting to avoid jail time. He said that he was also recording, so I said, all right, so perfect, you're recording yourself admitting to you wanting to break server rules. At that point, I decided to call you since he just wanted to be complicated about it.
The medical.
Anyone else wants to say anything?
at 1029.
I mean, me,
Medical
Jaffa,
station at
ID5.
1025.
I'd just like to say the whole disconnect
Like the
thing might
fire
seem he's trying to, avoid jail time. But I'm guessing, from my personal experience with him, he probably just wanted to, cool down and stop being mad. And considering you kept on being aggressive with him, kept on basically gaslighting him, you're all ganging up on him, which I know you weren't meaning to do it, but from his angle, he's probably, he's just like 4 people standing around him screaming at him, essentially. So, it is what it is. And then I show up and then you just instantly throw me in cuffs,
Actually,
It's clearly
22,
a
that
situation
one
that isn't RP, and
running
you're
over there.
just being complicated with it.
Okay.
That's
Go ahead
from
and
what I saw.
talk. It's going to be on.
I,
It's going to be 1012 with 1234.
hop on the dirt. I'll stop.
Yeah,
Which
because
is
I
off-
didn't know Marcus was AFK. I just was
Go back
continuing
up.
with it, and then
So
he
on
said
recording.
on comms, oh, I was AFK, and I was like, all right, I'll come back then. So wasn't just gonna leave him alone.
Okay. Anyone else wants to talk?
I also must say as well, I don't think her spike strips work. You don't just shove it in front of a car that's stationary, and then that's not what police
You
do.
can to prevent a
You're
vehicle
talking
running.
about-
It's been done multiple
People do
times.
They really don't. They don't
Not
just
big
shove it
car.
under.
Spike strips underneath car wheels.
Crazy.
You
one
don't.
sec, guys. Why did he leave?
I'm not sure.
Is he
But-
playing?
If he
That's
if
Brady.
he's in fault and he just left the scene,
No, he wasn't.
No, he
Tell him.
honestly he
wasn't really involved.
Just-
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
Okay.
quiet. He did nothing really. He was just silent.
okay, then it doesn't matter. Guys, we don't wanna fight like a child, correct? We're gonna talk one at a time, and we don't wanna cut off each other. You wanna speak again? That's fine. You can talk again, but don't cut off each other because then I don't understand. 2 people are talking. I don't know. I mean, it's mixed up. Then we don't understand each other, So talk one by one. Go ahead. Continue.
Yeah. So
Continue.
Scott again. He was complaining about the spike strips. Spike strips do get placed in front of vehicles on, high risk situations to prevent them from taking off. So that argument's invalid.
Really we placed it under the fucking wheels.
Yeah, that's not how spike strips work. You can't
Okay,
just
so again,
slide under the wheels.
Yeah, it must have, so I can't really pinpoint where they're going to be placed. I place it in front of the vehicle. It's not my fault. They decided to go under the vehicle. I don't know if you understand how the spike strips work. I can't really control where they go.
I've never really used them. But...
Was he danger to anyone else?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Of them. That station. Pulled in. Top doesn't.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, may I say...
One sec. Yeah. I'm gonna give this chance to ID5, and after that ID2 gonna speak, because he have been asking for a very long time.
Can I just go for a smoke when you talk about this? I don't really
that's fair.
Sure.
I just had to say as well, the whole situation, to explain it a little bit more, last reset there was a guy investigating a case that we had where we shot a group 6 guy, and then he wanted to continue it after this restart. Our main 2 guys got pulled over, and they got into a 1080. We set up the ambush, we shot at the cops. We left the area, came back to go pick them up because they had got caught, and then that's when Pirate Cooldown was called. That's when we talked to a supervisor, and they basically explained, "Oh, I'm sorry that happened." And then we said, he said he can take off the cooldown, and we were like, well, it doesn't matter. We're just gonna 22 it now because the scene's pretty much over, and both our friends are in the police station. They're about to go to jail. We're not gonna assault a police station. So at that point, we're basically just done with the whole situation, and that's when we were pulled up on when he was AFK, and then it just got a bit messy.
Okay. Did you just went AFK ID2?
No, I was just finishing home.
Delta 520, we're going to have the people on the danger trigger that have caused, that have
No, you just ragdolled, didn't you?
I believe 2 officers.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone that
do that.
Well, then pulled out a weapon.
Okay, you wanna talk about that? Guess what? People do get actually warning or kicked, depending on their record, for actually abusing the bugs, game bugs. It's a game bug that you're abusing, and you're doing right in front of me in the admin call. So do you want to talk about that right now, or do you want to talk about the scene right now?
Or you could also talk about the fact that he abused the spike strips, but that's also...
They didn't abuse. No. One sec. I will explain. Wait, that's why I'm trying to understand what happened, what they did. The thing is, you were dangerous to people. Are you dangerous to human? That's the question.
Yeah,
these cops actually ask themselves. If you were, then they have every right to use these spike strips.
I just think in the case that they don't know where the spike strips are going to go, in my opinion, it's unfair to just shove them right underneath the vehicles and, abuse that mechanic. But that's just my opinion. If you disagree, that's fine.
What's up, Kuwait?
Like he said before, spike strip. Kicked. Parts of the... So if he sits in front of I'm looking at one of your tires right on by
56, we're gonna have a GTR taken off from us. I don't have any as secondary good calls.
Pacific. Place him in front of the car.
Union 1, we're gonna be secondary in pursuit. We're taking our right on Marina Drive. We're gonna be stopped 1036.
I just think in that situation it would be best not to use it just because it doesn't work that well,
Well, I mean,
it works pretty well.
You guys literally ambushed.
I mean in the sense of realism. I'm in the sense of realism, though. Right? Not in the sense
Can I ask a question really quick?
It would also, it's also not real life. I'll just slap on wall hacks and wreck you all, but that's just, that's against the rules, And
Can
so
I ask
is
a question real
PLRP.
quick?
Who you wanna ask?
Marcus asked me to come explain something.
Union
What
110
did I
on
need
the
to explain
subject.
What the thing
The
you
whole
said
prior.
the construction, knowing what you were talking to. I tried to
Yeah.
explain to the cops and
What do you?
What's the description of
about
that
the thing resuming it after coup. The thing is, I wouldn't mind the fucking situation, but the fact you did it right after cooldown ended.
Yeah, that's it. It's kind of.
Well, the reason why cooldown was
Union 1.
AO
Follow out.
official priority.
Pull out for black GTR.
After we called the pursuit.
We still had cops on us.
I had
Yeah, we still have cops
Yeah,
on
but
us.
you
and
guys
they
are
make
the
cops in.
priority.
Union 1 shows attempting to stop a.
If
Yeah.
you guys
Priority.
are the priority, yep, then you can please.
Yeah, that's super. They
Bison.
said that you told them
He just
22
ran
it.
law
They said an
enforcement
admin
and
said
he
they could
wrote out
22
1,
it.
2, 2,
What's
3,
that?
panorama
Yeah,
lockdown.
so I have it all recorded. He said an
I
admin
do
said they
too,
could 22 it.
That
and then he
GTR,
correctly
that
said they
GTR is
said-
gonna be on
the
1023.
situation with them earlier,
At the end.
I can choose the clip where they said they
Oh, I
were
didn't
pulled
say
22.
to 22 it. You said
Yeah,
you're
that's
gonna
what they
continue
said.
it after the cooldown. I
We
said
with
that's
the
fine,
GTR
and
or
I'm not an
the truck,
admin either. So
I think that's what he's
I hope
meaning,
that's
and I
not-
think he thought you're an admin. There's no
I
real
wasn't
way of
sure.
telling unless he knows every admin on the server, which he
Yeah.
clearly doesn't.
So he said it was an admin. I said, he gave me your ID. And I said, that's not an admin. He's like, well, that's I said, that's a supervisor, I believe. And I said, he said, 22 it. And then he
probably
started
thought it was an admin at first.
he started to correct himself and saying, well, not 22 it, but not to continue, or well, it's all in a clip I could pull up and
what I
say word
said
for word.
was, I asked him if he wanted me to remove the cooldown so they could continue, because I didn't realize that they were apart because I joined the server in the middle of the pursuit. So I turned on the priority, and then I seen them shoot at you guys. Then I talked with them after while I was in an unmarked car, and then I went on a character to question like what was going on, why they were so annoyed about the cooldown. Then they explained that they were part of it. I offered to remove it. They said no, it's fine. We'll just continue after, like we're breaking our boy out of jail. I said all right, whatever, and moved on.
Okay, yeah.
I understand that, Subu. That is fine because he wasn't on the scene. He don't know what's going on. But if suppose my friend starts the party and I'm in with the party, then he gets caught. I don't. And if someone activated cooldown, but hey, I was the priority because I was with my friend. He got caught, but not me. I can still run because cooldown is not for you. Cooldown is for other people, not for you. You can still continue because it's not fair, you know. Sometimes it happens, there are supervisors who are not there on the scene, you know, but people tell them on radio there's some misunderstanding, miscommunication happens, and instead of putting it on hold, we put on cooldown. It's just a misunderstanding. And there's also one more thing is sometimes they don't know whether you have one or more people. They don't know how many people in total are there. That's why. So they don't know if they should put it on hold or on cooldown, because if they put it on hold, it will be hold for everyone. So that's why they just go for cooldown. Yeah. Okay. You can leave if you wanna leave. That's fine.
All right, thank you.
I just want to say I
Thank
have
you.
no issue with the supervisors. I mean, I can understand why they put it on cooldown. I just have an issue with the priority system in general. And also the reason why most of the time I don't do anything on cooldown, even if I am involved, is 90% of the time, as soon as I shoot a cop, they're instantly crying OC, and then it just completely ruins the scene. So, you know.
If you don't like something, you know, we also have suggestions channel in Discord. You can always suggest that, and you never know.
I'm just not
how
a fan
many
of how slow the
people-
suggestions are.
You never know how many people gonna vote for that, because to be honest, whatever I hear from people, like for example, they don't like something, they like something, I put suggestions on according to that too. Like, yeah, I think we should do this, I think we should do that. Like for example, gas mask. All cops wanna use gas mask, and I understand that. So I mean, few days ago, I suggested 3 different types of gas mask rules, you know, how they can actually give it to cops, how they can use it. So yeah, if you don't like something, put it in suggestions, okay?
Yeah, it's understandable, but one of my suggestions that were completely realistic were instantly shut down, so you know, it's what it is.
It's
Not
okay,
fan
don't
of the
get hurt.
suggestions.
Even my suggestions get shut down, don't worry.
Yeah.
Even if I have like 40 votes on one suggestion, it was rejected.
Yeah, so that's my main issue. I mean, if people are voting for it, then people want it, and if an admin just says no, then it's kind of dumb considering we are the ones that keep the server alive, you know? In my personal opinion, it should be a vote in the community. If they want something, they should get it, unless it's, of course, completely unreasonable.
I understand that. Anyways, I think we should give this chance to ID2. ID2, go ahead and speak, and we're gonna just listen to you. Go ahead. ID2. ID2.
Yeah, what up?
Go ahead and talk
What about?
about the scene.
Oh, dude,
You
I'm
wanted
done
to
with this
talk.
I'm
You
done.
had your hands up. Listen, let me tell you one thing right now. Just because of your attitude right now, you ragdolled in front of me. Then you are giving me a lecture that I'm gonna bitch about, because if you leave by mistake. These cops are also standing right here. Ouch, courage. That is so rude.
You can't hit a female.
That's fine. It's a mistake. Buddy,
He
so
said
first,
everything I have to say.
I understand that. Hey, but I'm talking about you told me you just ragdolled in front of me when I asked you not to do that in admin call and especially in front of me. You actually told me that I'm gonna bitch about it when you leave. Well, these cops are here too. I'm here too. You're moving. Why can't you move? If you are too busy, don't get yourself into OP situations.
I wasn't
And
in an
third,
OP situation, that's the thing. I was fucking in my car AFK and I got shot out of it.
well,
That's my
that
problem
is
from the fucking start.
yeah. It happens. Listen, I
And I
have been.
explained that.
There are times where I'm driving a car, my friend is on the side of the car, and he's AFK. But guess what? When he comes back, I'm like, yeah, I crashed the car, buddy. So I think we are in trouble. But yes, we are paid out. We don't just say, hey, 22. You can't
No,
just 22 a
that's
scene
completely fine.
because
That's
no.
completely
Listen,
different, honey.
listen. Your friend started the RP, didn't you? Heidi.
I mean, we both started it at the ambush, and then the whole prior cooling
Yeah.
situation happened. And then I started it by running away because I didn't know he was AFK.
And I didn't know he was out of the car until I was in handcuffs over there
Okay.
at that fucking police car. I didn't know what was going on.
That sounds miscommunication between you guys. These cops, like there are times where we think, okay, I got away, yay. And then my friend goes AFK. I'm here and I'm like, hey, come back. I see cops here. And my friend doesn't come back. And he's getting arrested. I'm like, yeah, fine. I'm getting arrested too. And guess what? We go to jail because guess what? My friend was AFK. And because of him, yeah, we actually go to jail because that's what you can't just 22 the scene because it's not going in your way or you were AFK. It's you who went AFK, buddy. Do you have any other
I have a lot to
argument?
say
Go
right
ahead.
now, but let's
Go
just
ahead.
keep it at that. No, that's just
If you don't, then there will be a warning on your record right now because you 22 the scene because
I know, I
hey,
didn't
supervisor had nothing to do with it because he doesn't even know what was going on. Whatever people were saying, he just was doing according to, whatever he got it. Supervisor have nothing to say. So if you wanna say, you wanna talk right now, I'm not giving a warning to ID5 here because I think he understands. And you are arguing, come on, go ahead. Go ahead. Evading staff. If you
I'm
don't
evading
talk.
staff. I'm right here.
No. Before you start speaking, I was thinking, if you evade staff, there'll be another charge on you. So go ahead and talk. I'm listening.
I have evaded staff.
Because you're not talking.
She said if.
You're kind of like leaving, AFKing. I don't know what you're doing. You're not even
I'm not talking because I
explaining.
couldn't. It's not evading. I'm here during the scene. Alright. I get. I wasn't AFK. I was listening the whole time. I just wasn't talking.
You wanted to talk for whole time because you were putting your hands up, and then
I was
he
just
already
asking
told
questions.
me. But go ahead and ask them. What question? You broke one rule.
I asked if
okay,
I
I'll
could go
tell.
for a smoke and you said yes, so...
What?
I asked
Did
if
he
I
ask
could go
her?
for... Yes, and you said yes.
Did he ask
Yeah,
that?
he does have a point. Yeah, he did.
can't say yes to
And
that.
you only warned him about going AFK when he ragdolled once. I mean, in my opinion, even though I'm not staff, I'd say
I'm just getting shit on right now.
Yeah, everyone's just kind of been confused, and this
No,
whole
no,
time,
no, 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 no.
you've basically
I'll
just
tell
been...
you. No, no, no.
This is
I'll tell you
miscommunication.
what. This
I
is
think-
one sec. One sec. I have no problem if you tell me, hey, I'm going for smoke. I'll be like, yeah, sure. I'm talking to your buddy anyways. He's talking to me. He's explaining me. Other cops are explaining me. I understand that. You are not getting chance anyways. You don't have to do anything. When I'll be asking questions, you can talk at that time. But you ragdolling in front of me, that is abusing bugs. Okay, let me actually ask other staff member if they want to warn someone for, because I did see people getting warned for abusing bug like AFK.
That's 100%. Warn me for that. But you're warning me for something that's not fucking. It's miscommunication.
Hold on. I think part of the reason why you're getting a warning for that as well is because you also said that you're just gonna bitch at me, which is very disrespectful to say. I think that's part of the reason.
He's
sorry,
clearly not
that's-
saying it as an
that's the
insult.
way I
It's
talk.
just the way he
I'm
speaks.
Irish,
He's
I'm
Irish. What do you expect? Anyway, first off to say, you did
Excuse?
say he could go AFK.
not an
I mean,
excuse,
you're just gonna talk over me if you want to.
I
mean, that's rude.
understand.
Anyway, you did say you could go AFK, and then he did the ragdoll, so he wouldn't get kicked. It wouldn't help the situation if he got kicked and then he had to rejoin again. That wouldn't change anything. He was clearly just ragdolling because he was gonna go for a smoke.
Yeah,
as you said, he could.
You said I could go for a smoke. I ragdolled because I didn't want to be kicked because you were bitching about that guy.
You
I mean, all I'm gonna
abuse-
say is if you're gonna warn him, warn me as well, because that's just not right. I don't believe he deserves the warning at all.
Your friend, I don't
that's
actually
my
think you
decision.
said that. I can review the clip right because I've been recording
No,
this
the
entire. I
thing
can
is,
review that.
remember him asking.
The thing
Oh, he did.
exactly.
I mean, you can
Please.
check the recording if you want to.
Please.
100% he did, and she said
I'm
yes.
streaming, guys. I'm streaming. So I
Okay.
have recording too. You don't need to worry. I'm gonna check myself. I'm not warning you because you do understand. You were saying spike strips. It's abusing by cops. I told you it's not because you were dangerous. So they didn't abuse. The reason I'll tell you is because you guys 22 the scene which you started. These cops didn't start. Didn't you guys start?
I
But
mean,
they pulled
we
us over.
started.
This
They
was
pulled
like
us
6
over.
minutes after the fucking last thing happened.
If you start a scene, they pull 10 minutes after, 30 minutes after, whenever they find, they're gonna pull you over.
I
Because
think
they
that's
don't know.
I think that's just confusion with the prio system. It doesn't really, you know, let's explain it to this. So we're a cooldown, we get pulled over, then we can't do anything. We just have to surrender. Whereas, like that's what happened originally when he was AFK. I don't know. It's just a confusing situation.
If
my
we start
opinion.
shooting up them cops, then how much you 100% them cops will start bitching that we RDM'd them.
Exactly.
Happen.
I don't think it's
Pull
good
you.
RP for us to just.
Yeah, but we don't know we're bolo. We didn't know our
Yeah,
cars.
we didn't know we were bolo.
I did not do that for sure.
But I mean, the fact of
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
we didn't
and-
know that at the time.
And the biggest problem, again, the thing that caused the admin to come here was the fact you were openly admitting that you were going to break server rules if we arrested you. You stated that the scene was 22'd by an admin when in fact it was never 22'd by anybody. They just said they could take off
He
priority
already
for you.
explained that he said
I
that
took
and
it as
then
assumption
explained
that it was
himself
22.
more.
I know,
Yeah,
I know.
exactly.
He came over here and even stated he never said to 22 it. So
Exactly. That's
I
just
took it as
confusion,
that, though.
miscommunication.
right there, you lied to us. Saying, okay.
It wasn't a
Well,
lie.
I took
mean,
it as that.
you,
because the way he
you're
said
you're misunderstanding what he said, and now you're saying that in front of an ad. I think that's.
I
I mean,
understand.
yeah, you can look back at all
I-
the footage. It won't change anything. The fact of the matter is, I mean, we've all said what we think about it, and I don't think there's much else to say to it. Like if you're gonna
Okay.
warn him for what happened, you're gonna warn me as well. Don't select me as
But
different. I've
You
explained the
don't
whole
understand
situation.
the reason though. You don't. Okay, I'll
reason
tell you,
for what?
Ripley, what
Tell me the
happened.
reason.
No, exactly. So unless you guys are hearing me, like, there's no point. Ripley, what happened was I was here. These people were talking. Yes, ID2 didn't get chance. He said that he asked me if he can go FK for smoke. I said yes. That's what he's saying, but I don't
I sent
think
you the clip. I sent you the clip.
Yeah, sure. I don't know. I don't remember if I said yes for going FK. I don't know that. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Don't remember. Even if he did, that's fine because yeah, I wasn't talking to him. I was trying to understand what happened by ID 5 and Kirish ID 19 and 36. These guys were talking. He just ragdolled right in front of me, and I told him, "Hey, are you actually ragdolling? I mean, are you doing this in front of me?" He said yes. I'm like, don't do that in admin situation. This, first of all, this is admin situation. Second thing, I'm a staff member. Don't do it in front of me. I asked him nicely, and he said, "Hey, if I actually get kicked for AFK, then you're gonna bitch about it to me." That's what he said. I told him that people do get warning for actually abusing game bugs. That's what I said. So I said warning for that. Second thing I'll tell you, these guys said 22 the scene, and these guys started the scene, by the way. These guys said an admin told them that 22 the scene. That Subaru is not an admin, and which ID 36 realized when ID 2 told him the ID number of that Subaru. That Subaru wasn't on scene. He had no clue. He didn't do anything wrong. He was just hearing people on this, radio, I think, and he was just giving conclusion. Like he put it on active prio, then he put it on cooldown. He was just listening to radio, and he was doing it according to what he thought, and it was on cooldown. These guys were thought like it was on cooldown. So what should they do? Then they said 22 the scene because supervisor told them to 22 the scene. I don't know where supervisor told them. Are they on radio? I have no clue. I don't know if supervisor whispered to them that, hey, 22 the scene now. I don't know about that. I didn't ask. I think, I don't know. How did you hear that Subaru saying 22 the scene?
No, it's the way he said it. I took it as 22. Like, he didn't say actually said 22. The way he says restart the scene once the guy's out of prison. So I came down, grabbed fuel, pulled over here, went upstairs to grab a drink and all, and I come back, I'm fucking handcuffed out of my car over there, and I'm confused as fuck, of course. And I'm frustrated because the priorities from last time as well, because we could have saved our day. Like we were doing a long ass.
Was supervisor on scene with you?
So what happened was there was supervisors beforehand in the chase, I'm pretty sure, is it how it said it. Well, what he's saying, that's the one who said it, and then he's seen it. Someone set the priority another supervisor set the priority cooldown, and he was asking what was going on.
Once, Kilrich, was supervisor on the scene? Yes or no?
Yes. So he joined the server halfway through.
Yeah, I'm assuming.
It was miscommunication.
No. I wanna know, did that Subaru came onto the scene or no? The reason I'm asking exactly. So where did that Subaru spoke to him? I didn't get it.
He said he was in an unmarked and he pulled.
So he was.
He did pull up on the scene. You're saying
that's what he.
We originally pulled up the construction.
Because if I ask that Subaru and I hear that Subaru saying he said it on radio, that means you are safe. And if you were on radio, that doesn't look good. Just saying in advance. Go ahead and talk.
So how we met the Subaru was he was in construction site. We were going to save one of our friends who was handcuffed by 2 officers. We got that information on radio beforehand, before he was handcuffed. And then the cop was asking, alright, we use that BMW in the pursuit down there shooting up the cops, and then we said yeah, and then drove on past them to see what's happened. This was all cool down just happened at this point when we pulled in the construction. So that's the first time we met the Subaru, but I don't know if he was in that chase, but I assumed he was the way he said it.
Okay, so I can explain why. Because I soon had him at. I called out. That's what he. But since he joined in halfway, quite sure.
Exactly.
Why did you think the scene was code 4 when you were just ambushed like 2 minutes before? How Yeah. But by definition, it isn't Code 4 because there's still two armed individuals on the loose that had just shot at officers. That's not Code 4.
Or also back there.
Wait, you were there?
I don't think you should have dealt with it that way. You should have said that scene was Code 4, keep priority open because there's two guys still hunting cops. I'm not saying you should break off, I'm saying the priority should have been kept because there's still clearly a prior happening. But do you not already see the problem with that? But think about it. Cooldown starts, we get pulled over, then you can just arrest us. That's just unfair with the system.
What are the officer?
But the problem is, we do not know that we have a bolo on us. We didn't know why we were getting pulled over. Yeah, exactly. That's the confusing part. See what happened when after we had ambushed, we had drove past at least 4 officers and none of them chased after us. So we just assumed, all right, they don't know what we look like.
To check.
All right. I mean that's fair, but I just think at the end of the day that was a bit miscommunication. You basically just said, "Oh, I just leave the 2 obvious criminals that are a threat to you." I feel like you just put your other officers in danger. But that is a major situation. It is that two guys just shot at your officers with.
But you're off.
But you don't know, because you've just left them unknown location. Or if priority stayed, we would have ramped around and shot your officers in the spines as they were cuffing our boys. That's what would have happened. So at the end of the day, if that had happened. But you aren't trained, so don't try and say that. Yep. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm upset because that would be breaking a server rule by definition.
Yeah, literally. Like if
that's. But it is though. It literally says in the server rule, if you run on cooldown, you're breaking a server rule. If that is bendable, then that needs to be said. But that should be said in the rules.
And I know for a fact that you...
Oh, yeah. But as well as that, I know when cops...
He was AFK.
As well as know that...
But he was AFK, I wasn't. I did not know you can run on cooldown. I ran when cooldown ended. Hello? You've literally got it in clip. I ran when cooldown ended. But you can check your clips. A personal problem. I mean, that's a bit rude in my opinion. Okay. And then, so that's what, okay, totally. I mean, I have nothing against any of you. I literally don't know any of you in real life. Well then, what does personal problem mean then?
Problem means...
I think if every single person dealt with problems like that, the world would be screwed. So you tell me people break several rules daily? Wow, jeez. Looks like the admins have their work cut out for them.
Absolutely.
But can we agree? Can we agree it should be written in the server rules that you can run on cooldown? Can we at least agree with that? Okay, well that's your problem. If you're not going to write a rule, that's like saying, oh, you've been arrested for a crime that's written in the law book. That is completely stupid.
Guys. Break it.
Guys, stop.
Guys, break it.
Come on, chill
break
out.
it. Stop it, guys. So the thing is, guys, the only reason I told these guys to actually run because that Subaru didn't know. It was a mistake, honest mistake. It was if it was like me, suppose, and I was there on the scene, then I would know. I'm putting it on cooldown, on hold, that is my responsibility. But the thing is that Subaru wasn't on scene. He did it because, hey, he's a supervisor and he should do, whatever he heard on radio. It's a mistake by him. It was a mistake. He didn't know that you guys were still finding these people. He didn't know anything like that. And whenever he understood that, oh, you guys were trying to find them, oh, should I actually remove the cooldown? He did ask them, but he didn't mean like 22 the scene. He didn't mean that. You can, like, you are safe. Even if you are not a safe, these cops start a scene. Anyone starts a scene. You can't 22 the scene just because it's not going in your way. That is my conclusion.
I think we're just skipping the part that I'm complaining. I don't give a shit about anything. I get I was being a dickhead. Yeah, I was frustrated. Yeah, I'm chill now. Like, but literally when I come back, like, cooldown was still on. I thought I had time and all, and then I come back. I'm in handcuffs, shot out of my car. Like, my windows were up, my car was locked. I was literally shot out of my car, and I come back in handcuffs. That's why I was pissed.
Maybe tell your buddy not to shoot cops.
We shot cops
actually
beforehand. I don't think you fully understand the situation. That's fine. I can completely understand that. Yeah. Can I speak, please? Can I finish what I was saying?
If you try to shoot.
I think this whole situation was just an issue with the cooldown. If the cooldown didn't happen, everything would be a lot simpler. And either way, I don't want to argue it anymore. It's been way too long. I think it was all an honest mistake, and this is just a bit of miscommunication. I don't think we're going to get anything out of continuing this. I think at the end of the day, it should be written in the rules that you can run in cooldown if you're part of the priority. Because I didn't know that, and if it's not written in the rules, then that's a rule break in my opinion.
Wait, that part sounds like common sense. Obviously, if you're the it goes.
But it's not common sense.
Hold on. I'm gonna help you out real fast. Let me just help you real quick with what you just said. With the cooldown priority, you said that you think it should be written that you can still run. The case of it wasn't even about running. It's the fact your driver still would have been no running if he went AFK. We came up onto him while he was AFK. We used our resources to our disposal, extracted him from the car, and that's where we're at. So your argument is almost invalid.
I mean, it isn't really, but...
If it's my priority, guys, I can do whatever I want. If it's Ripley's priority over here and not mine, then yeah, cooldown is there. I can't do anything. If it's my priority, she can't do anything. I can do whatever I want. And by the way, if you shoot at cops gonna shoot at you just because you went AFK. Okay, I shot cops 5 seconds ago, or 5 minutes ago, actually 10 minutes ago, and then I go AFK because hey, no one is coming. I think I did 911, no one was coming. Fine, I'm mad. I went AFK, do whatever. Then cops come and try to shoot at me or arrest me. Well, guess what? It's my problem, my mistake, and I'm the reasonable person who should be,
yeah. We didn't even shoot it. We shot a beanbag. We shot a beanbag to break his window.
Oh,
yeah, still shooting something.
That is beanbag. You actually shot at them, and to be honest, these cops were nice using a beanbag when they actually got shot.
Before pop both. Completely.
Not really, but alright.
Go ahead, ID2.
I don't think you know how policing work.
Sorry, wait there, 2 seconds. Someone else talking, I need to get my thoughts. Very stoned.
I mean, I really have nothing to say except at the end of the day, this whole situation was caused by a flawed priority system that should definitely be changed or removed.
Okay, I will suggest something, and I hope you are the first person to actually vote for that. How about that?
That is the plan after I go to sleep, because I'm tired right now. I will write up a nice, neat suggestion. We'll see how it goes, but I'm pretty much guaranteeing it'll be put down just because it's easier to have a priority system rather than putting in the actual work. Like, no
I'm actually not going to suggest today itself because I'm going to talk to my other staff members and then it's going to suggest. But if you want to suggest, go ahead and suggest.
I think it'd probably be better if you suggest it. You'll probably think of the better words to put through, but I appreciate that.
You can suggest and I'll suggest my stuff. How about that? You can suggest
2 different suggestions.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Go ahead, suggest. Feel free to suggest, by the way. Go ahead and talk, Kirish. What's up?
Personally,
But by
Hey, buddy,
definition, that is
they
issue with
were
the priority
okay.
system.
Listen, correct. They didn't know. They didn't know whether they're gonna get in trouble or not. Like, I know what they did is not right, but the thing is, they didn't know that it's written in the rules. Cooldown is there. You don't run from cops. That's all. It's clear to them. But they didn't know that it was a mistake. The only reason I'm agreeing is because Subru wasn't there. He did it by mistake. He didn't know. He just heard on some people. Okay, it's no one is searching them. Maybe they got away. That's why.
And I get that completely wrong, but he literally asked.
And we said yeah. Once we get our guy back from prison.
Well, it doesn't work like that. You can't just choose. Or you get caught AFK. Personal problem.
You should not be in server actually. You should actually log out. If you are AFK, log out from the
I actually went upstairs to get a drink. I'm not logging out to get a fucking drink.
But that's
you were gone for a long period of time.
Yeah, you were gone for 3 shouting community. Whenever you came back and you piss fit.
And besides the commands, these units were behind you waiting for me to get on scene, and I came from about a mile and a half out.
I feel like I'm getting attacked here, like non-stop.
That's a personal feeling. That's not the way we're making you feel. You're just feeling that way.
And the thing about the priorities, this service, I'm not any of you, but the service fought about any fucking kids. Like, anytime you run during a priority, there's bids. That's why we fucking so cautious.
Yeah, I'll agree.
That's why we don't run during cooldowns. We're not like that. Like, we don't want enemies all the time. We don't want to shoot cops. I've been in the server for a year.
I feel like that you can.
Yeah.
Whenever the cooldown was initiated.
Been
in here.
The issue is he knows he can run on the cooldown, but he also knows that once he does that, every single kid is going to be crying and it's going to completely ruin the scene.
That wouldn't be
the main issue. It is though.
It is. It's my RP as well.
If all he can see in the top corner of
the thing is, guys,
crying,
courage.
he's not gonna stay in
You guys were fine with it because these guys did something bad. You guys were fine because you understand. But not every person will understand, I remember there was one time 2 people started a race. Actually, that's what he said, but let's not get into details. 2 people started race. One person got caught. Another person, other cop was reporting him for running on cooldown. And I was like, he's actually part of the race because these are the 2 people who started their racing together. So these are not different priority, it is same priority right there. So yeah. People don't understand courage. People don't. So I understand that part. Go ahead and talk, ID2.
To be honest, I think that needs to be put in the rules because it's very misleading.
Yeah, I understand that. Put it in suggestions. As I've been saying from start, get go.
I'm literally talking to the ones in our group and no one knew about that.
I understand. First of all, so warning will be, first, you were ragdolling. I wasn't gonna warn you. No, listen. I wasn't gonna warn you for that. Obviously not, because I do tell people, hey, not to do that, Not right in front of me, come on now. So they just make fun. They're like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Yeah, I'm sorry, I was just doing this, Not to, they don't come and tell me, hey, you're gonna bitch at me if I leave. That's why I'm doing it. They don't tell me that. Come on now. That will be the way you'll be talking to an admin. Yeah, there will be a warning for sure because game bugs is not allowed, and there is a warning for that.
I sent you the clip of me saying, "Can I go for a smoke?" And you saying, "Yeah."
That's not the problem. You going AFK not the problem. This person right here, ID 77, he got kicked for AFK. Did I yell at him? No. The only reason I was asking about the other cop was he didn't AFK, he logged out. He actually closed his game. That was the reason I was asking them, did he leave or was he in the suspect? Like, was he the reason? Otherwise, if he left on purpose, that is different because, yeah, but he got kicked for FK, which I do understand. I do wait for people to come back too, by the way. I do that too. So yeah. And then you telling me straight away that bitch about it, and girl, like, come on now. Can do better, I think.
First, I ragged off for like 5 seconds. I was still here at that point. And once I did it, I got up when you said it. About that, and the bitching thing is, that's the way I talk. I don't mean it in any rude way. Like, that's the way I talk. That's the way my culture is.
I understand, but try to control it, okay?
No,
especially during an admin scene, because I mean, that was me. If someone else would have seen you ragdoll right away, even if for a second, they'll warn you for that. Am I correct? Should I give him a warning for that?
I mean, considering you said he could go AFK, that's incorrect in my opinion.
That's the fact that I ragdolled.
Yeah, but she said he could go AFK.
Yeah, I understand.
No, he stood up and then he said
the problem is not the ragdoll. The thing is, other admins will warn for the ragdoll. I wasn't gonna warn, but the problem is the way he said it. That was the problem. That's why I said a warning for that, because people do warn. I don't warn because I understand. Come on now. But just
I think it's a bit wrong if you think you have the authority just because someone says one word that is barely even insulting. Clearly hasn't insulted you.
You can't come and say bitch to an admin on an admin call now. Come on, you can do better than that.
But I don't think you have any authority.
I didn't mean it in that way. Bitching
means
like, why are you complaining?
And he clearly did it in a tone that meant he was being sarcastic and he was saying it in a jokey way.
Like, I wasn't saying bitching in a rude way. It's like,
why would you say? Why would you come up and say? Why would you come up and say you're gonna bitch at me instead of just saying I'm sorry, I didn't want to get kicked in the middle of the scene. That's it.
Because you're an admin of a server. You're not the queenie. He's not gonna treat you with that.
I even said I was frustrated.
And he even talks like that.
It's not the fact that yes, that's not that thing about admin.
Well, he didn't.
He didn't. But I mean, the way that came out was perceived.
You said you're going to bitch about it. That's not the same as my bad. I didn't want to get kicked.
I didn't.
Well, I think that's a personal problem with all you. Then.
The difference: one is very aggressive and insulting, whereas the other one is apologetic.
I mean, considering seeing as you're streaming, you're all recording. Maybe you could see a clip and you could understand the tone of how he said it, and you can clearly tell he wasn't saying it. Good for you. Well, that sounds like a personal problem.
I'm sorry, I'm a very aggressive person.
Jesus. Well, then I'll...
If you're an aggressive person, you don't belong in the server where you have to interact with people.
Totally, I was going that's to how you should treat society. If that's
no, listen to me now. Listen to me. The thing is, if that's the way you talk, and there's a kid who doesn't like the way you talk, he's gonna report you to people.
Is there any kids here?
And no, currently not. But I'm not talking about a kid. I'm talking about a person. Suppose she is here and